Okay, so I'm going to come here and type Elastic Beanstalk. Okay, so this is to run and manage web apps. So I'm going to click on that. And this is going to take us to the Elastic Beanstalk console. So we're going to create an application first. So our application is going to be, we're going to give it a name. So let's say cohort 3 app, right? So I'm going to say cohort 3 app, right? And now I'm going to choose the platform. So the platform is here, is what we mentioned before. So guys, what do you prefer? Which one do you prefer here? Of the most common ones like Java, Node.js, PHP, Python, Ruby, which one do you prefer?
Python is better.
Python. So let us do Python. All right. So once you select that, it will select the platform branch view and the platform version, which is the one recommended. Okay. So now instead of uploading the code, we're going to just use a sample application created by AWS itself. Right? So it says get started right away with the sample code. Okay. So AWS created this code and we're going to use it in Python. Right? So now it's very simple to create a sample application.
What did you call the application name?
Anything you want.
Oh, okay.
It's just the name. It has to have up to 100 Unicode characters, not included /. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and create the application. And now it's going to show you what's happening in the background, the events. So here at 2:20 p.m., it begins creating the environment. And now it's creating an Amazon S3 bucket for environment data. And it's going to show you the events, what is taking place behind the scenes. So you see here that it created a bucket, an S3 bucket for environment data. We can go ahead and open different tab and we can go to S3 and see that that is actually created. So S3.
I have a super weird error when I try to create it like you did.
Okay, we're gonna check that now. You see, Elastic Beanstalk just created an S3 bucket, right? It also created a security group with this ID ending in C203. We can check C3. Security groups are found in the EC2 instance dashboard. And we can click here and we can check that our cohort 3 app environment, right, has been created, right? But it also created this one as well, which is the one that we saw there. Go ahead. Platform for the cohort 3 app, right? And then it created a security group here, and it created security groups. It created 2 security groups here. Okay. So now it just went from whatever started before to pending, right? So initialization is in progress. It's been running for 47 seconds now. There's no instances created yet. It will create an instance. So I can see here that my instance is right here, right? My instance is right here. So I created an instance in the background, right? So right now I have 4 instances running. One created by Elastic Beanstalk, which is for this environment, right? You see? Now waiting for EC2 instances to launch, right? It created an auto-scaling group because it makes your application highly available. It created a CloudWatch alarm, and it gave it a name, right? It created a load balancer, right? So some of the things that we can see here. So if I click here, load balancers, I will see that the load balancer is here. If I click in the auto-scaling group, I see that an auto-scaling group has been created. And as you see, you would identify that because it has a very weird name. And it says EB here. That's Elastic Beanstalk, AWS EB auto scaling, right? With the load balancer, it says here AWS EB, right? That's the Elastic Beanstalk. So it's creating resources in the background because it's getting this instance deployment is completed. So if I see here, my instance is running completely. It's just creating an environment for the application to be live. Okay, so it will take a few minutes now, probably seconds before we see the health okay. Okay, and we're going to be provided with a URL that we can click on and see in the browser a web application. So we're just waiting for that to waiting for that. It's just loading now. It says health, okay, right? And we're gonna be provided with this link here. So this is the link that will take us to the browser and show us the web application. Congratulations, your first AWS Elastic Beanstalk Python application is now running on your own dedicated environment in the AWS cloud. So this environment is launched with Elastic Beanstalk Python platform. Okay. Of course, this is not secure because we have to, if it is our own application, our own code, we have to buy a certificate, we have to buy a domain. So you're not going to give people this weird URL. You're going to give something that is, like easier to read, something more meaningful, more, associated with your company, your business, right? But this is a web application with the Python platform. Okay, as you can see, right?
Hey, Professor.
Yes.
So mine didn't create an environment, but it created the application. Like I had a really weird error, so I just hit refresh and let me show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have no instances running from it. Oh my gosh. It keeps putting me in it keeps putting me in Ohio.
Oregon.
No, it was
Put me in
Ohio.
Oregon.
It's stupid. I need to change default settings on that. But anyways, on that Ohio one, when I created it, is it because I had nothing else in Ohio?
Okay,
The background?
show me your environment, please.
There's nothing here. It says create one now.
Okay, click on environments. Click on applications. Okay, can you click on that? Okay, click on create one now. No, create one now. Okay, select that web server environment and choose a platform, please. Platform. Python. And create environment.
So do you know what I noticed? Yours was 3.22. When I created it last time, it said 3.2.1. That was the only thing I saw here.
Okay.
I don't know why, but why does it show
Now-
3.22 now?
Now click create environment. Okay, you should be good now.
Okay. Well, because I actually need to make this in Northern Virginia, so should I delete this?
So be careful with this switching from one region to another. You don't want to exhaust your free tier.
I know, that's why I'm trying to delete everything, and I got to change the settings. It keeps placing me in Ohio, and I don't want to be in Ohio.
Mhm.
So I have nothing in Ohio. I deleted everything, but it's so annoying. Like if I forget to do it and I start creating things here.
Same thing happened to me. I created the lambdas in Oregon.
So you
I
have
don't know
to,
why.
do you have to like go? Is there a way you can change your default settings?
I never tried to do that. I never thought that. was lucky to be in the availability zone that has the most regions, the most availability zones. I never tried to change the settings.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to go to Nova. Plus, it's close to me. I have no idea why it's putting me in Ohio.
Is everyone cool? Everyone got the environment launched? Okay.
Sir, I made the environment this thing, but for health check, it is giving me a warning.
For health check, what do you mean? A warning here? A warning here?
I'll-
Okay, share your screen, please.
So this is
Okay, there are no instances. Access denied while accessing auto scaling group. Use the role and let's verify the role policy. What is that? Okay, but can you still see the deployment?
yes.
Okay, don't worry about that then. Okay, click on the link.
Oh, okay. Just a second.
Okay, perfect. Okay, anyone else? Everybody got this deployed? So in another lesson, we're going to deploy this with our own code, right? Both here and from the CLI, okay? So for now, this is just the way that you can do that. Now, let me share the screen real quick so you guys can see how you can now go ahead and have the manipulation that you can have with platform as a service. So we come here where it says configuration, and then in configuration here, you have a lot of flexibility. So you have the instances here, right? And you can edit and you can change the security group. If I want to change it to this one, right? I can have a different volume and I can do some things here, right? I can change the monitor from basic to enhanced or detail, 1 minute, right? What else can I do here? Well, I can change the capacity of the auto scaling group. So we're gonna know more about this when we get to auto scaling, right? And understand this a little bit better. I can change the load balancer. In this case, it's an application load balancer. I can change it to something else. I can change the deployment option, if it is rolling update, or if it is immutable, or if it is all at once. In this all at once is the default one, but we can have rolling and rolling with additional batch, and also we can have immutable. We're gonna see all that, right? Monitoring, I can add a database here as well, right? But I don't have any database right now, right? I don't have any database. It says none here, it's not shut. And I can add my database here. Also, I can add a VPC as well, but there's no VPC here, okay? So we can do so many things here, right? I can send a notification as well when important events from my environment happen, right? So I have, control. I have some control. I don't have as much control as the infrastructure as code and EC2 instance, but I have control here as well, right? Which is platform as a service. So I can see the logs here. There's no logs, but I can do a request, the last 100 lines of code of logs. So logs are good for troubleshooting, right? If something went wrong, in this case, nothing went wrong. But here it's just records every single event that took place while the the application was being deployed. We have the health. Right now, it's okay, as you can see here. So we're going to see all this when we deploy it in our CLI. You're going to see how easy it is from the CLI. You have monitoring here. You can monitor. So we have healthy host count. This is how many instances I have. Right now, I have only one. That's why the count is only one. Target response time is 1.4 milliseconds. Some requests 2. The CPU utilization is 0.8%. The max networking is 248 kilobytes, and the max network out is 106 kilobytes. And as you can see, there's already metrics here, right? Already metrics, right? CPU utilization, it went down here. The max network in bytes went down. The max network out in bytes went down. And this is being monitored all the time, right? Alarms, there's no alarm. Manage updates, there's no history for this environment. Events, these are the events. What I have done, I put the logs, remember? The instance was deployed completely successfully. The request environment info was started. So everything since I created this. There's no tags, right? I haven't put any tag. Well, they're the tags that AWS creates for Elastic Beanstalk, the default ones. If you take a look at the instance, right? If I click on tags here, I will be able to see, oh, look at this, that's crazy. A lot of tags here that are added when the environment is created, right? So there's only one version, the one that I created. If I decide to update my environment, there will be another version. Save configuration, there's nothing here. Change history. These are the changes that are made here, right? Trainer here. This, I haven't made a change since February, okay? Applications, we only have one, and environments, we have one here. So if we decide to terminate this environment, right? Terminate the environment, everything that was created here in the events, right? Everything that was created here will be completely wiped out, right? The instances will be terminated, the load balancer will be deleted, the auto scaling group will be deleted, everything will be deleted. Just, it's like rolling back to the original state. There was nothing before, and there will be nothing when I terminate the environment. So you can go ahead and terminate the environment. I won't, because I want to do a test with Lambda function and a cron job. And remember, if I terminate an instance, it's going to show terminated, and this will not be executed. Remember that if I have an instance with a different state, it would not work, right? So I have to improve this code here. So I have to think about it and put a statement here, a statement before this append, right? That will append the instance only and only if the instance is running, right? If the instance is terminated or stopped, don't do anything. Only if it is running, you add it to the list. And then we want to filter out any other instance that is not running and be able to only terminate or stop the ones that are running, okay? So I don't want to terminate my environment now. I want to terminate it when I finish my Lambda demonstration, okay? So this is all